welcome back. Now, today we're celebrating the spud in our chef challenge just because we want to. And we've tucked into Omar's tortilla and potato, tuna and alioli salad. Now it's Mark's turn to take centre. Hob.
Go on, Mark.
Come on.
Thank you.
Tell me your dish.
Well, I'm making a hash because, personally, I thought the challenge was about potato, not omelettes and chorizo. But there you go.
Don't worry about it, don't worry. That's what Englishmen do when they're on the back foot.
So you've got some boiled potatoes.
I'm making a pastrami hash, something slightly differently, with a beautiful fried egg on the top. So basically, I've got some potatoes in here, just part boiled, okay? I'm just going to mash them up lightly. I don't want them to be too fine, because we've got a lovely texture in there, okay?
Okay.
Right, so then we're going to add all sorts of lovely flavours in there. Pastrami, like a cured beef, is absolutely delicious. Different to corned beef, but has absolutely loads of flavour. So because of the pastrami, I'm also adding more of the sort of flavours that you'd get in a New York deli sandwich.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
Like the pickles, we've got some grey mustard in there as well.
That was a dish occurred to you.
Well, okay, so for example like this, I wanted to do something different than the corned beef hash, so we decided, that we'd do pastrami.
Yeah.
And then after the pastrami came in, I thought, well, what goes with the pastrami? Gherkins, a bit of grey mustard, bits and pieces like that. It sort of comes from there, really.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom.
So we've got potatoes, pastrami in there,
pastrami,
gherkins going in.
Wonderful gherkins going in.
Yeah.
A good spoonful of mustard.
Can you chop another gherkin? It was just great watching you do it.
I can't, I need that one for garnishing. I'm afraid
I get a sort of childish pleasure of watching really good chefs really chop things fast.
Thank you. Potatoes, they're cold potatoes because we've left them to dry. We want them to be quite dry so you can add lots of flavourings. We've got some nice onions which we've just sweated down all the way to bring out the sort of natural sweetness. Excuse me, my darling. There, my egg. Right, now, I've also seasoned it with a little bit of salt and pepper. Right, oil. Now, this is not going to be formed into a cake. This is a proper hash that you put into the pan.
Omar, what do you think, with your fine Spanish cuisine background, of this rather odd?
Well, I am very impressed. I tell you why. I've tasted a lot of hash browns, but probably they were all industrial. And this is the very first time I'm watching how to do proper hash brown by a top chef. Seeing this, I'm going to even try it at home, so...
Fresh parsley.
And probably do it better.
Omar, have you forgotten, Omar, that this is a competition?
He's like me, obviously. He's just really, really more about the food than the competition.
Totally. Now you're not about the competition.
Right, so we'll just cook a little bit of this, put about half of that in.
What's your favourite British dish, Omar?
Sunday roast, without a doubt.
Oh, yeah.
Really? Which one?
Beef, actually.
Horseradish?
With horseradish. I love horseradish. And
you don't find it strange, the Yorkshire pudding with the meat?
No, not at all.
I'm at quite a crucial stage now, so...
Wow.
You see, we've coloured it a little bit, so we've got that.
Oh!
Wow. All these little brown bits, you want to mix them all through, okay?
I've got to tell you, he's looking good here. Sort of quite a sort of deli-style bubble and squeak you're almost
Exactly. Exactly. We could have put
I'm not
we should have called it deli bubble and squeak.
Because I do love a bubble and squeak, but that's kind of what that reminds me of.
Right. So I keep flipping it over because I want all these little kind of bits that are getting crusty on the bottom just sort of run all the way through.
Yeah.
Now eggs. I'm going to cook my eggs in a bit of oil
and
a
butter.
touch of butter as well.
Oh, yum.
Really lovely flavour. And when you see it, all the butter foams up. It cooks it really beautifully.
Yeah.
Fantastic eggs. I'm going to cook a couple of eggs.
When do you know the butter's exactly the right temperature?
When it's all melted and you see it all bubbling and foaming, that's when.
Okay. Well, I've ruined so many things by just slightly overdoing the butter. Once it's burnt, just
it, yeah.
Don't soldier on with burnt butter.
No. Right, eggs in, okay? Now, we've got to have a really lovely white, but then, the egg yolk has to be really runny, because you put it on top and then break through into it, and you get that egg yolk running through. Oh, just amazing.
It's almost like you're poaching those eggs in butter.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
So naughty, I love it.
Now, to go with the deli theme, I've got some toasted rye bread.
I tell you what, Marky, it's nice watching you cook, I'm quite mesmerised. Well, I'm a trier in the kitchen. I'm a trier everywhere. I'm trying. But it's nice to watch you work. Yeah. I mean, I notice you're taking it on as well.
Absolutely.
So you see now how all the butter's foaming?
Yes.
Okay? So all the butter's foaming around there. So that's when you start to wobble that round, and as you wobble it round, all the foam and butter will go over the yolk. So that's why I'm wobbling it.
It looks good, though. I've never seen a colour eggs look that
Yes,
good.
let me tell you, fried eggs are one of my favourite things.
Okay, right, here we go. So, hash, this is not a pretty dish, this is a delicious dish.
Well, you made a hash of it.
Absolutely, yeah. So, get all that in there.
Why did you choose to do it in the tin plate?
British.
Nice.
I
And
thought
it's not a competition.
It has the look, though.
Right, so there's our hash in there. Some rye bread, obviously keeping on the deli sort of thing.
The presentation.
Right, and then a lovely egg.
How's he going to do this?
One. This is a man's portion. Well, or a woman's portion.
Easy.
And that's all lovely, it's butter, it's not just all greasy and oil, so you want some of that in there. Right, there is my pastrami hash with beautiful fried eggs and rye bread.
Okay, here we go. Hash and egg. And I'm going to agree with Johnny that I think the name comes from, it does look a bit messed up.
Oh,
but in a good way. Oh, look at that.
Although it tastes really good.
I'm going straight with this egg, actually.
And regardless of the result, Mark, well done.
Good man. Thank you.
What do you think of it?
Really nice. I love a fried egg. And what I love the most, actually, is the hash. It has the sourness of the cornichons. It has that sharp, a really nice taste of the pastrami, potato, butter. I mean, very little things can go wrong.
I really like how the clever way that you've used the New York pastrami deli sandwich and got all those flavours in. What do you think?
Well, do you know what? I broke the egg into it, I think. What I like is the gherkin's a bit of a late kicker, isn't it? First of all, you get the pastrami in there, then you get the potato, and then suddenly you're thinking, oh, what's that flavour that's just turned up at the party?
And then you realise it's the gherkin.
It's the latecomer, the gherkin. It's why it's Mr. Gherkin. And it tastes actually delicious.
Really
It's
nice.
really nice with this as well. It's, do you know, it's really, really good.
Well, I've got some bad news
It's
for
really-
you.
what?
You have to stop eating now.
Why?
Because now is the time that we have to be judge. It's judge and jury.
Oh, man, do you know
So, on the count of 3, you have to have made your decision and you have to have your hot little pan in your hand. Boys, are you ready?
I've always wanted to do that.
1, 2, 3.
Olé!
Rah!
Oh, well
What do you get?
Well done, congratulations.
Learn a lesson.
It was really tight. And I say to George, look, he said he wasn't competitive. Look at his eyes. Look how Steve was really hands off.
Trusted you, Johnny. I thought his trouble there was a connection.
Hey, listen, you've let the country down, but do you know what? Despite the fact he's let his home nation down, and that's okay. This is still delicious.
Yeah.
It's
It's
I just think you picked a tough day, Mark. I don't say it's to patronise you, although I am being slightly patronising.
Okay.
And the main thing, I think, both of the dishes, or the 3 dishes, are all really good to cook at home with very accessible ingredients.
The
and that is the
dishes
key.
have been amazing. Thank you so much, Omar.
Pleasure.
Thank you, I think, Johnny. It's been wonderful. I'm not sure, but I think. And thank
Why did you say
you.
that?
That's it for today.
Food was
If we
brilliant.
tempted you to some of these dishes, then all the recipes from today's show are available at itv.com/food.
And we'll have lots for you next week on Saturday Cookbook.
Yay!
Food was the